Hi, Democrats. Today is Monday, August 23rd, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Monday. So every day I come and I talk to you about bills, elected elections, and I missed Friday, and I want to tell you why. I missed Friday not because I was derelict or just kicking it. I missed Friday because I was actually having a one-on-one conversation with a candidate for 2022. When those conversations are going well, you guys all know candidate recruitment is, kind of on the top of the list of things I'm supposed to be doing. So I continued having that conversation with the candidate because you guys are going to be looking at me crazy if we don't have candidates for our statewide offices. So I am constantly working on that. So, but when I do come to you, I talk about bills, elected officials, and elections. And we are not in session as a state. So the bills that I talk about are usually ideas or future bills or national bills or maybe even the petition for No on 816. The clock is ticking. Those all have to be turned into the Secretary of State this Thursday, the 26th. So if you're walking around like I am with a petition that still needs a couple more signatures, hurry up and fill up those signatures or get it turned in, because even if you only have 3 out of 10 on that sheet, the petition gatherers need those 3. It is important that we get those turned in. We needed 59,320 signatures. I'm hoping that we got it. And if you're not sure if we got it, the way to fix it, sign it if you haven't signed it. Pick up a petition and get 10 signatures yourself or more, and get those turned in. That's how we make the difference. And No on 816 seeks to overturn the law that was put in place by HB 1674. 1674 was the law that said that if you it protects motorists, so that if you are a motorist and you run over a protester because you are afraid for your life, you will not be charged criminally and you can't be charged civilly. You can't be held accountable civilly for running over a motorist. That's the most heinous part, but it's also it's also the part where we're holding the organizer of the protest or rally accountable to. My words are escaping me today. I am so sorry. But charging them with organized crime and raising the penalties and all of those kind of things, we have got to stop this law, because it is just an attempt to squash our freedom of speech, our First Amendment right, the right for peaceful protest. So that's the main important thing that you need to know. So if you haven't signed, please find someone to sign. If you've already signed and you're worried about a number of signatures, tell all of your friends to sign. Go pick up a petition, get it signed. It's only 10 signatures per petition, but they are due. They are due to, if you're in Tulsa, turn them into the Tulsa County Democratic Party. Whatever county you're in, turn it into your Democratic Party headquarters there, and they will get them to the folks who need to get them turned into the Secretary of State. And I'm sorry that it seems kind of loosey-goosey, but it is not run by the state party, and I don't want to commit the organizers to my ideas versus what their real plans are. So there's where we are. And yes, Reverend Cherie, we are absolutely in an all hands on deck situation. We need to get the signatures. They need to know that we have a will to get that overturned. So that's No on 816. Now, I just want to remind everyone, and I am hoping and praying that everybody who's watching me has already been double vaccinated. But if you haven't, go to your health department, go to your primary care physician, go to Walgreens, CVS. You can get vaccinated for free. There's not a cost, because this is about our shared responsibility to take care of everyone. Science is real. Vaccines are effective, and we've been vaccinated all our lives. So, you've all heard the explanations of why people who aren't vaccinated, who aren't immunocompromised, aren't getting the vaccine. And a lot of them, people have reasons. I'll just say that. People have reasons. And one of the reasons is because it hadn't been approved by the FDA. Well, effective today, Pfizer has been approved by the FDA. So you can check that excuse, explanation, rationalization off your list. Go get you a Pfizer shot. It's been approved by the FDA. It is no longer experimental although it was a nationwide test. But go get your shot. Go get your shot. This the variant is no joke. A lot of folks that I know and don't know, that I've heard of and haven't heard of, are getting it and dying. Reverend Jesse Jackson was hospitalized this weekend. He was double vaccinated. He was hospitalized this weekend. His wife was also hospitalized. It's a big deal. Get your shot. I mean, it's avoidable. It's preventable. Get your shot. Being ventilated, and I have been in my life, and it wasn't pleasant. I didn't get my voice back for a couple of weeks. And it just made me tired. I'm grateful to have survived it, but if it was preventable, I would have. And I encourage you guys to do the same. All right, so that's Pfizer. Now let's talk about national news. HR 4, which is the Voting Rights Advancement Act. They are the House, the federal House, not us, are taking this to task this week. Please reach out to our Congress people who are all Republicans and going to vote on this. Reach out to them and let them know the importance of that we passed the Voter Rights Advancement Act. Some of the things that are highlighted in this act is that if a law has been determined to be discriminatory, if a rule about voting has been determined to be discriminatory, there's a such thing as a pre-clearance. It says we've already said that this is discriminatory. It's against a certain group on a national level. So you cannot sneak that level. And that's what's happened all over the nation, is that each state has, been advancing all these little discriminatory rules and laws to suppress voting rights. And the Voter Rights Advancement Act, HR 4, will set a standard, will set a baseline, a national baseline that says you can't do these things, so that they don't sneak on the Oklahoma law, they don't sneak on Texas law, they don't sneak these in. And it's really important that this happens, and it will help Oklahoma tremendously, because there were at least 15 voter suppression bills submitted in our last session. And if we get something like this, some of those will go away, because they will already be determined to be discriminatory and not be able to be heard. And that's what we need. All righty. So those are my bills for today. I don't usually talk about multiple bills, but there's a lot on my mind this morning. All righty. The elected that I want to highlight today, usually I do a name them and shame them, but today I want to highlight somebody in a positive way. I want to highlight Representative Monroe Nichols. He's out of Tulsa. He's not my rep, so I'm not pumping up my rep. I do like him because I've been watching his press releases for the last week, and he is not letting up. He is holding our governor accountable. He is holding all the folks accountable who are not taking care of Oklahoma, and he's being vocal, and that's what we need. We need leadership that speaks out. We need our state representatives to not be afraid, not be concerned, not be that their bills aren't going to be heard if they take the majority to task. And so good show, Representative Nichols. Elections. There's an election coming up in 3 weeks to vote on propositions all over the state. Not every county, but in a lot of counties on September 14th. If you are in one of those counties and you haven't registered, it's too late. We missed that deadline on Friday. But if you are in one of those counties, you plan on voting, it is not too late to request your absentee ballot. Request your absentee ballot. It'll be sent to your home. You can study. You can mail it back in after it's been notarized and all that kind of good stuff, or you can just use it as a study guide and carry it in with you when you vote in person. So those are the options for you. Even if you don't plan on voting absentee or voting from home, you still can fill out the form, have it sent to your house so that you can study. So not too late. Go out to the Oklahoma State Election Board and sign up there. Now, highlight big news. The Build Back Better bus is coming to Oklahoma this weekend. Please pay attention to our website, pay attention to our Facebook page. As soon as we pin down all of the details, we'll let you know. And of course, I'll be here at 4:15 on the day that everything's finalized and let you know. But the Build Back Better bus will be in Oklahoma City this Saturday. I will let you know where as soon as we get that pinned down. You guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow at 4:15.